My wife cheated on me with her boss, and my daughters hid it from me, so I cut off contact and updated my will, which left them shocked. For almost 30 years, I thought I had the sort of existence that others dream about. I wed Jane when we were both quite young. She was 20 and I was 22. At that time, we had very little, but we were happy. We constructed our lives from scratch and brought up 2 daughters, Alice and Maddie. They meant everything to me, my greatest treasures. Alice, the older one, is 26 now. She's always been the overachiever, excelling in high school, finishing top of her class in university, and she's planning to wed her long-term boyfriend this autumn. Maddie, the younger sibling, is 24. She's always been more laid-back, compassionate, always grinning, and extremely attached to me from a young age. I always felt we shared a deep bond. Jane and I appeared to have a stable partnership, or at least that's what I believed. Of course, we faced challenges, financial struggles when the kids were little, minor arguments, medical issues, but we overcame them all. I assumed we were partners. I genuinely thought we'd age together, becoming that old pair laughing on the veranda about our past. I adored her completely. It all fell apart only last week. It was a regular workday. Jane mentioned she was going out for supper with Alice and Maddie. This wasn't unusual. They had these ladies' evenings every couple of weeks, moments to connect, giggle, and discuss topics they didn't share with me. I never objected. In fact, I felt pleased that they were so bonded. It made me believe I'd succeeded as a spouse and a parent. That night, Jane was preparing upstairs. I was below, sipping coffee and browsing news on my device. I recall it so clearly. Her phone vibrated on the tabletop, completely ordinary. She receives texts from the girls all the time, particularly when arranging outings. I grabbed it without a second thought. What I did next, I'm not proud of. I had no cause for doubt, but an impulse led me to check the message. It was from an unknown number, looking forward to seeing you this evening. I stopped cold. Initially, I was just confused. It didn't add up. I figured it must be a mix-up, or perhaps I was interpreting it wrong. I gazed at that single sentence, my mind spinning. Finally, I accessed the conversation history. What I discovered crushed me. There weren't numerous texts, but they were sufficient. They revealed plenty. The messages came from her supervisor. They had plans for dinner, and it was clearly not professional. The exchanges were playful, tender. There were more from earlier in the week. Isn't he? I long for you. Meeting once weekly isn't enough. Jane had responded. He assigned me. Long for you as well. My gut twisted. My throat constricted. My fingers trembled so much I almost let the phone slip. This was my wife, the person I'd shared my whole adult. In the upcoming short video, catch the complete story with the channel link provided below.